Never take a L no more. Never take a damn thing slow. All I know is chase this dog and get money. Never gonna take no loss. Never gonna lose my sauce. All I know is chase this and get money. Get money, get money, get money. Get money.
All right, what's up, everybody? We're Dog Awful Betting, and we are back with another podcast this week. Here with Parlay Puffin. I'm Vegas Knight. I am here at the Silverton Casino Sportsbook again. I really like this sportsbook. It's nice and quiet, nice bright TV screens, as you can see behind me. Got all the games on it. I'm a big fan of this sportsbook. I just like that it's not crowded. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the TV, like the table. They got tables sitting here. It's really nice. But hey, yeah, we're back with another podcast this week. We're gonna go over Ja'Marr Chase. We're gonna talk about MVP predictions. We're gonna talk about some bets this week, about the big game. Thursday, the week one is here. We can't wait. But like always, hey, give us a like, follow, share. It's a broken record. We're trying to build our following. We can't do it without you people listening or watching. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter /X. If you're watching this right now yet, you're obviously on YouTube. Like, follow, share, comment, anything to give us some interaction. Give us some props. We appreciate it. And so we can, if we get more followers, we can do more stuff. Bring more content and stuff like that. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into Chase. Ja'Marr Chase. I said last week I heard that he's probably trending toward playing. Now it sounds like he could possibly sit. He was at practice today, is Wednesday. He had his gear on. I don't know that I didn't see that he actually practiced, but at least
Said he was limited. They said he was limited, whatever that means.
Of course, he's limited.
Yeah.
But he was in gear, so I guess that's a positive note, right?
I would think.
But I still think you got to like actually practice, right? To play Sunday.
You would think. I mean, you would think. I don't know how he can. I mean, he's not in football shape, so I don't know. I don't know if he'll play.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Still got 2 years left on his contract. Like, I get it, get your money, but like, why not just wait till next year? Like, they have a pretty decent team to maybe do something. Like, you're only hurting the team. Like, I get it. It's a business. You got to make your money. I get it, but you still got 2 years left. Like, do this next year? You know what I mean?
I guess I don't know. I guess I kind of look at this the same as I look at the deal with the Cowboys and CD. Like, why are the Bengals waiting? His price is only going to continue to go up.
I mean, that's true.
Just pay the guy what he wants and be done with it.
I mean, if you sign him now, he's going to be around $35 million a year, give or take, right? If you wait and try to sign him after the season or potentially next season, like, yeah, he's going to be up. He's going to be closer to $40 million a year,
38, maybe 40. You know, I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, he goes out and he has if he does play and he goes out and has a spectacular season, yeah, it's only going to go up.
Yeah, so
but,
I don't know.
But I like I said, I see both sides of it. They don't want to pay him right now because he's got 2 years on his contract. Like, I see that side of it. Like, I get it. It's going to go up either way. Like, if he's not, if he's satisfied now and he just plays and they deal with his contract when it actually ends, it's still going to be high. Like, I get it, signing now while it's cheaper. I get it, but like it's a kind of a
unless they're just not going to pay him.
They gotta pay him, right? I mean,
I agree.
Burrow and Chase together, like they drafted him for Burrow. Like,
I agree. I agree, but we talk about the business side. It makes no business sense from the Bengals, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, so that's kind of really the only big news besides a bunch of injuries and stuff this week because it is week one. Nobody really moving, obviously. So let's get into our MVP predictions. Who do you got as your so give me some of the other guys you were thinking about, and then tell me who your MVP is.
Well, I mean, Mahomes is obviously always going to be in the conversation. That's just kind of given. I think Jordan Love, the way he ended the year, I think if he comes out and has a solid first part of the season, I think he's going to be in the talk. CJ Stroud was in the conversation for a lot of the part of the last year. I think Aaron Rodgers, if he can stay healthy and actually puts on a show up there in New York, I think he's going to be in the conversation. Um, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's Josh Allen's time, and I don't see them giving Lamar back to back. That's kind of unheard of, really. Um, so I just kind of feel like they're waiting for a reason to give it to Allen. And with what the Bills lost and kind of the talent that Allen's going to have this year, I think if he has a really good year and puts up good numbers, I think it's my pick would be Josh Allen just because he's been there almost every year, and I feel like they're just waiting for a reason to give it to him.
Yeah, so I was kind of a toss up for me. I don't think they give it to Mahomes and Lamar. Just everybody says voter fatigue. I can see that unless they just have like a crazy year, if
50
Patty goes off,
touchdowns,
yeah,
5,000 yards.
Patty goes off for something crazy like that, sure. Or Lamar rushes for 1,200 and something yards, or like I don't see them giving it, or maybe if they flirt with an undefeated season, either team, which
Oh,
obviously we'll know we'll know real quick which one that's
yeah,
gonna go.
yeah,
As far as Love, he got off to a bad start last year. Then all of a sudden, the last couple months, he was like crazy QB. Like he was
yeah.
awesome. That's going to be hard to replicate. Like obviously, he showed signs of what he's capable of doing, but can he do it for a whole season? Like this is what his second full season as the starter, right?
Yeah.
So I don't lean that way. I think he needs a little more, another season or two, or another season to at least prove that he can be a top 5 quarterback. I just don't see him doing it again this year. I think he'll be good. I just don't think he'll be in the MVP conversation. Because, like I said, it takes a special season to be MVP.
Oh, it
obviously,
does.
you know.
It does.
To me, it comes down to Josh Allen, like you said, and Dak. I think,
Yeah.
I think the last time Dak was up for a contract, 2019, he had 4,900 yards passing. And I think he's got the arm to throw for 5,000 yards.
Oh yeah.
CeeDee Lamb is happy now. Like I think him and CeeDee Lamb could go off and have a big year together. That's why I drafted them on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
So it came down to Dak and Allen. As far as I do lean towards Allen actually winning the MVP, only because Diggs is gone. He doesn't have to worry about making sure he feeds Diggs. He's going to run around, and now he has no pressure to throw it to that one receiver. He's gonna spread the ball around wherever he needs to do to get the job done and without pissing people off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have
Oh,
that
yeah.
weight. So I do lean Josh Allen, and I think his receiving core is good enough. Like his tight ends are great. Coleman and Shakir and what's the other guy? We don't know. We don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Remember.
But anyway, I've heard good things. Like they're good enough to get the job done. So I do lean Allen. Obviously, with him, he's kind of reckless with his running game sometimes. That's what's going to hurt him. He could get banged up and he could miss a game or something like that, which would obviously hinder his chances. But if I had a vote, which obviously I don't, but if I had a vote, I'd go Allen, I'd go Dak, and those would be my top 2 guys. So yeah. So are you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you look paused for a second.
No, I'm good.
All right. So yeah. So let's get into our contest this year. So I signed this up for our contest just a couple days ago. We're back where we have we're doing the Circa Million contest again this year. That's where we pick 5 games against the spread. You get a point per win. You get a half a point per tie, and it's like $1 million contest. So there's quarterly prizes. There's an overall season prize with the most points. Last year we thought we were studs. We actually went 5-0 the first week, and then we came crashing back to reality week two. I think we only won like 2 or 3 games the next couple weeks, but
I'm
we
fine.
had fun with it. It was definitely fun. We'd like to maybe try to do something with it. We did join another contest here in Vegas. It's called the Last Man Standing contest. It's kind of similar to the Circa Millions, only it's like a survivor for spread picks. So we have to be careful with our picks because if we lose a spread game, we lose an entry. So we have 5 entries into that one. So we'll be making our picks and we'll be trying to slug that one out. That one is a winner take all. Winner take all contest. So basically it's basically survivor with spreads is basically what it is. But spreads are hard. So we got to dig in and well, out of 5 entries, hopefully we can get at least 1 or 2 that can at least go a few weeks and we can see where we're at. And as far as last man standing goes, I haven't really looked at the Circa picks. They don't come out till tomorrow. We'll probably make our picks tomorrow on that, and I'll make a separate podcast with those. But I do have my last man standings pick for this week. I originally went with the Bills. I did change that to the Falcons at -2.5 to beat the who they play Steelers, right?
Yeah.
They play Steelers, yeah. I don't believe in what the Steelers are doing. They have a tough. I know they're going to come to play. I get that, but at +2.5, all it takes is a field goal to win. For me to win that pick. So I think Kirk Cousins that offense has enough to do what they need to do to get the job done. I also think the Falcons have they improve their defense a little bit, so I think they'll have no problems with Russell Wilson and that offense. So I like the Falcons 2.5 for my last man standings pick. And you already have your pick, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. Originally I was going to go Seahawks, but I changed it up. I'm going to go the Bucks -3.5 at home against the Commanders.
Ooh.
Yeah, rookie quarterback on the road, first game.
No, I get it. Yep.
Buccaneers defense is good. I think Baker, he's good enough, and Chris Godwin and those guys. I think that I just like the Bucks. Like I said, if it was middle of the year and Jaden Daniels had some experience, I'd probably go different. But yeah, with it being his first start on the road, I'm gonna go Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks there. Mine.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that, but hey, I hope it works out for us.
Me too.
I'm just not a Baker fan. I get the whole rookie thing. That's what I did last year when the Ravens played the Texans. I had no faith in CJ Stroud the first game of the season. It was like a 9-point spread. Ravens took care of business. But kind of like what you said, later in the season, Stroud actually put it all together and he had a great season last year. So rookie quarterback making his first start. I think we're probably okay there. What's the spread? I forgot what the spread was.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah. So I think we're okay there. All right, let's get into some other bets for the week. Let's talk about the big Thursday game. So you're obviously a Chiefs fan. I'm a Ravens fan. This is going to be a good game. I actually cannot watch it. My son has soccer practice and I am a coach. So unfortunately, I will not be in the text message thread from 5:15 to about 8 o'clock. I'm going to record the game. I'm going to go home. I'm going to watch it. And then I'm not going to talk to anybody until I'm at the end of it. I don't want to ruin it. But this is what I got for that game. All right, let's hear your picks. Did you make any bets already on it or what you leaning on so far? All right, what do you got?
So I took the Chiefs money line tomorrow night, and then I paired it with the Packers money line Friday for just a little 2-teamer just to kind of start the year off. But I did take a prop bet of I took Mahomes over 266.5. In his career, he's averaged like 370 passing yards or something against the Ravens. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like he's going to come out. They're going to try to throw the ball around, get Worthy involved, kind of have a little, it's at home. The banner drops. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a really good game. And I may actually go. I may tomorrow, depending on how I feel. I may throw something on the over too. It's sitting at 46.5 for where I can go.
Yeah.
So I see some points being scored, and I just think they're gonna. I mean, even if they lose, I think he's gonna try to air it out tomorrow evening. So those are kind of the two I have for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun game. Like I wish I could watch it live and I could be in the thread with you guys, but
Yeah.
that's not gonna work out. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens money line. They're plus 130. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of money on that. I do have an same game parlay I'm gonna bet. I haven't bet it yet, but I like likely over 1.5 receptions.
Oh yeah.
I like that. I think last year by Andrews getting hurt and likely stepping up. I think I love Mark Andrews, but I think Lamar's going to lean on maybe kind of spreading it out a little bit between him and Andrews. So I like likely over 1.5 receptions. So just 2 receptions, I'm good there. I did alternate yards for Derrick Henry at 40, which I think he should get. I didn't want to go with the main one. I think it was 60 something. Because I just don't know how they're going to use him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got likely over 1.5 receptions. Henry alternate yards 40. I took Zay Flowers over 40 alternate reception yards. Okay, and then I took an alternate total at 36 over.
Oh yeah.
So that's a plus 260 payout.
Yeah, that's nice.
So $20 will win you 52 for a $72 payout. So I'm gonna probably throw some money on that. I haven't actually bet it yet, so that no, those numbers might change a little bit, but I think that's an easy hit for me. So that's what I like as far as, and I might throw some individual ones on there too. But just looking around today, that's what I wanted to get some money on.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do throw Kelsey in there for like alternate receptions at like 5. But but for whatever reason, it wouldn't let when I went to add it in the app, it wasn't calculating the odds. I would add it, but it wasn't calculating the odds. So I'm thinking, well, it doesn't make sense to add it if it's not going to recalculate the odds. I don't know what was going on there, so I may play around with that a little bit more tomorrow. Maybe it was just a glitch. I don't know, but I would like to have Kelsey in there because with the other receivers, like we haven't really seen much out of them. So I don't know how much Patrick. I don't know how much Patrick is going to rely on them. So I think he obviously will lean on Kelsey as quite a bit. I would think.
Kelsey
Unless the Ravens have something defensive, some type of defensive schematic where they can try to take Kelsey out. But even so, I still think he gets 5 catches.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm leaning on that. You have anything else for like the weekend? Did you look at anything? Any other bets you like?
Yeah, I took the Falcons -2.5. I took the Chargers -3.5. I've got like a 4-way player touchdown deal that I'm looking at. So, excuse me. But nothing too crazy yet. I'll save some bunch of stuff probably for Sunday.
Well, I have a 5-teamer round robin picked out. I want to try to put some money on for Sunday. I have the Packers money line at plus 18. And then I have the Falcons -3 spread for -120 odd. I got the Bills -6.5.
Sorry.
And they are -120 odd. Chargers money line -165 odds. And then I got the Cowboys money line at plus 115. Throw those into a 5-team round robin. $1 per bet for a $26 total wager would be a $172 win if they go undefeated. But that's the great thing about a robin. You can miss 1 or 2 games and still get a payout.
Right.
So and that's just for $1, a $1 bet on all 26 bets. I may bump that up to $1.50 or $2. But I like that.
Yeah.
But that's really all I really looked at. I'll probably Sunday when it comes to my like same game parlays, I like to look the day of.
Yeah, exactly.
And just kind of see where injuries are at or what the news I've heard. So come Sunday, I'll probably look at some of the same game parlays, or if I'm going to watch a certain game, I like to do a same game parlay on that. But I really like that, Robin. Can't wait to put some money on that. And that's all I wrote down for our podcast. Is there anything else you wanted to bring up?
Not really. Short and sweet one tonight. Start getting into the deep nitty gritties once the season starts.
Yeah. So today is Wednesday for us. This podcast will probably come out. I'll try to get it out tomorrow. It is a short one, so it shouldn't take me too long. I'll try to get this one out, especially because we're talking about tomorrow's game. We should probably get it out. I'll try to get it out as soon as I can. But hey, like I said, if you're watching us this far into the podcast, we appreciate it. Like I said, hop on over to Facebook, give us a like and a share, and follow over there. What we would like to do with this podcast in the future is once we get 100 followers, we can do Facebook Live. And we would like to do like our weekly recaps live. We can do that on a Sunday night or like a Monday night after the game or during the game. I think that would be awesome to do. But we need 100 followers to get there. We have a long ways to go. So if you're watching, hop over to Facebook, Dog Awful Betting, like us, follow us. Let's get it going from there. All right, Puff, it's been a good podcast, buddy.
Good, man.
And go Ravens.
Go Chiefs.
Go Ravens.
See you, bud.